to another episode of Driss's Kitchen. We're going to prepare you what we call a grilled shrimp starter. Now, the secret about these shrimps is this. They are tiger prawns, but they are baby tiger prawns. And they're being grown here locally in Pirang. If you can get a hold of these prawns, buy them. They taste a lot better than the ones you get in the Bacau or Serikunda market. We're then going to follow that with a traditional roast beef, our style. Christmas is roasting time. We did you last week a roast turkey. Today we're doing you a roast beef. And next week we'll do you a roast duck. All right? Now, we were going to follow that with actually a Christmas log, a chocolate Christmas log, something you can take and just do this all over your face and then look at your partner and say, do you still love me? And if he says yes, then you're guaranteed for life. You're going to inherit everything. He'll write his whole will out to you. So there we are, these beautiful prawns from Pirang. Go to Pirang and buy them if they'll sell them to you, because I understand they're mostly for export. What a shame. We should also enjoy some good Gambian produce. Okay? Only slice the garlic here already, as you can see, and one whole lemon. Okay? Let's go. Some garlic. This is a whole clove of garlic. And we've got approximately, I would say, about 125 grams of this. Is that right, the prawns? And, okay, we'll put some salt and some pepper. And you guys who are in this house, you just wait till you smell this. Your wine would have never tasted better once I offer you a taste of this prawn. It is absolutely orgasmic. It is good, good, good stuff. All right? And then we put like about a teaspoon of olive oil. It's okay, huh? Just a teaspoon of olive oil. You might think, you know, this Driss, you know, he's just so simple. Everything is so easy and simple. Well, look, I tell you, there's no thing better than simple food, because it's good food. It's straightforward food. You get the flavors in your mouth as you should. You know, all this complicated stuff, it's all a fallacy. That doesn't exist. The only complication that ever goes into any food is some wine, some bacon, okay, maybe some good liqueur, okay, but it's all really very simple. There's nothing magical about it, okay? The magic is in how simple it can be, all right? So a little bit of olive oil, fresh ingredients, good quality products. That's it, nothing more. Now you wait and smell this. Do we have an audience in the house? All right, please tell us when we throw this in, what sensations you get through your nostrils. It's very important for us to know. Okay? Oli, we ready? Okay, what we've done here is we've put about a tablespoon of sesame oil. But start with a teaspoon, and then put a second, and then put a third, until you have enough of that nutty aroma, that nutty, not that naughty, that nutty like nuts, yeah? Like not the other nuts, the real nuts, yeah? Okay, there we are. Oli, shall we put that in? Yeah. There we are. Can you smell it already? It's amazing, isn't it, huh? Can you smell it, guys? Is it coming across? Yeah? This is going to fry for maybe about another 5 minutes. That's it, at the most. You know, with shrimps, you don't want to overcook it because you lose the flavor and it becomes rubbery, hard and tough. Quick, huh? Sorry? 3 minutes, 3 minutes. He's right. This gentleman here has been only with us since the 7th episode or the 8th episode, and he already knows that 3 minutes is the job. Take some parsley, throw it in, some nice fresh parsley, there, and the job is done. All ready to be tasted. Do we have some nice customers out there who can taste this for us? Oli, we ready? That's it, all done. Very fast. Take a look at how beautiful this is on the pan. Very fast, very, very easy. But you know, everything that's gone in there is correct. all the ingredients, the quality of the product, the prawn itself is superior quality. Everything there is perfect. Here we have our grilled prawn starter. Now this starter is supposed to be actually presented on a bed of salad with tomatoes, cucumber, and a Thousand Island dressing, which is made from Armanti mayonnaise, Armanti ketchup, and some Worcester sauce. But I won't do that for the very simple reason that this product is already good as it is. And as our very famous sponsor here just said, it looks like a Michelin product, and that, but they maybe serve it, or they probably would have served it on a bed of something like a toast or so. But my principle is this: if food is good, it has to be eaten as it is. No messing about. Straight as it is, without this or that. Good food doesn't need anything else. Thank you very much. Bon appetit. Well, there we are. We've got Fuzia in the house. She's just arrived from a trip halfway across the world. Vancouver, they call it. Well, she's had to come all this way to really eat good food. I understand Vancouver's full of the best restaurants in the world, but certainly not better than this one. Fuzia, would you like to try this, please, and tell us what you think? Go ahead, use your finger. This is a grilled prawn starter. And be honest with us. Tell us what you really think about this product. If it tastes good, what it tastes like, what sensations you get from it.
It's yummy.
That's
all I can say. It's nice and juicy and yummy.
She says it's juicy and it's yummy, and that sums up everything she can say. And I think she's right, because you can't say anything more than something's juicy and yummy. Hooray, we've got a satisfied customer here. Thank you very much. Fresh herbs. Rosemary grown here in the Gambia. Go to Sengo Farms, buy some seeds, grow your own herbs in your backyard. This stuff is good. It's better than that boring and flavorless product that's being brought in from God knows where. Buy this stuff, okay? Next you have onions. As many onions as you put in, fine. What doesn't stay in a piece disintegrates into the juice or the jus from the broth or the stock, all right? Some garlic over here, there we are, and some bay leaf over there, and we have some wonderful port. If you drink alcohol or if you're a Christian, throw in a bit of port. In any case, this burns off. There's no alcohol left once it's cooked. It's just as good as its grape or the fruit it comes from. No alcoholic content after it's boiled. Olive oil from Morocco, the best you can get. Jawahar, buy it. It's a good stuff. And then you got something here, which is the secret for today. This is today's secret. Something you all would have never thought we would put in roast beef: brown sugar. This makes the difference, and it gives it that nice color, and it gives it that beautiful texture. Brown sugar, yes, buy it at the supermarket. Now, Ali, can we have a roast beef, please? Oui, vas-y, avec les... Ali's made me a nice roast beef, okay? And by the way, if you have difficulty finding these products, just come to the butcher shop. Ali will give them all to you. All right, this is our roast beef. About how many grams?
1 kilo.
1 kilo of roast beef. And I've asked him for some bones, what the French call os à moelle. It's bone with marrow. And this is used to give the flavor and the consistency, the texture to the stock that comes out of all the juices that are combining in there. All right? All right, so what we do, take a little bit of olive oil, okay? Pour it in here, about a tablespoon of olive oil. There we are. Okay. Take this. The only deficiency that this oil has is the cap doesn't go in properly. Just reminds us it's from Morocco, that's all. Okay, so there we are. Put the beef in the pan. All right. We're going to throw in some of these things here, which are going to give it its flavor. Okay. Put some onions. Should we put some onions under as well, Oli? Yeah, a little bit of onions under, or so I'm going to stay under like this, yeah. A little bit of onion under, so, you know, the juice goes in. There we are. This is going to be a fantastic roast, Oli, I think, huh? Yeah, throw in some onions on the side. Okay, there we are. Very simple way of cooking. Don't peel the garlic. Just leave it whole like that, huh? All right, I'm going to throw some more garlic in there, Ollie. A whole clove of garlic more. Okay? A whole clove of garlic more. Yeah. All right? All of this is going to go in there. No nonsense with garlic, you know? Garlic is called no nonsense. Use it abundantly. Abundantly. Don't hesitate. It's something that you need to exaggerate with, otherwise it loses its impact. Okay? There we are, garlic all over there. Now we take this fresh rosemary, just pour it all over there. Okay, all over here, fresh rosemary, all over. Very simple. You know, Sigan, you must think this can be possible. Cooking can be so easy. You must think that, huh? Or don't you think that? Yeah, because most people are afraid of cooking. I think that's what it is. They're just afraid of cooking, okay? There we are. Put a little more in here. There we are. Okay, this is it. Now, I'm going to take some brown sugar. Shall we put it on top? But before I do that, I'm going to take some port. And I'll take, let's say, about, this is roughly about 1/3 cup. So we'll put a whole cup of port in there, I think. There. Wow, this is so nice. Pa! This is excellent. Whoa. Whole cup of port. That's 2/3, and 3/3 will make it a cup almost, no? Okay, there we are. There we are. Okay, that's it. All right, and then we take some brown sugar. Yeah, some nice brown sugar on top. Yeah, some beautiful brown sugar. Yeah. Oli, shall we put some more? Yeah, I'm just going to put a little bit around here. Because imagine, you know, this bone, all that flavor from the bone, mixing with a little bit of sugar, brown sugar, which has a different taste to crystallized sugar. And then mixing with the onion and the garlic and the rosemary and the port and sage. My God, this is ecstasy. There we are. We're ready for the oven. All right. Oli reminds me of salt and pepper. We're going to put some salt here, just on top, because you know what happens when this meat sweats? It'll dissolve the salt, and the salt will go immediately into the flesh before it goes through the flesh into the pan. So it would have been, to some extent, it would have been filtered through the meat before it gets to the juice that's at the bottom of the pan, giving it more and more and more and more flavor, and more and more and more texture and body, and some black pepper. There we are. We're ready to put this in the oven. There now, we've got the roast beef ready. And it's been in the oven for 1 hour. It's making this whole shop smell really so beautiful. I hope your house smells nice too when you're roasting something. If it doesn't smell nice, be wary. It means there's probably something wrong with your cooking. All good food smells nice, believe me. Okay, there we are. So we've got this wonderful, wonderful roast beef now coming out of the oven. Wow, nice and pink. Smelling good. Smelling really, 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 really good. Let's taste a little bit of this. Okay, a little bit of that. It's nice. Very nice. Okay, Oli, what I suggest we do very quickly is I suggest we remove this beef, place it on the plate, and reduce this stock quickly. Okay? And the way to do that is we'll take this beef out now, this wonderful roast beef, and we're just going to adjust the taste now. We're just going to adjust it, because it still has a slightly sweetish hint to it that has come from turn it on, Oli. That has come from the brown sugar. Can I have some red wine, please? I'm going to pour a little bit of red wine in there. What do you think? Or should we put some red wine? Red wine. Have you put some wine in there already? Yeah. I'll put some red wine to bring the flavor, and maybe even a little bit of Worcester sauce. Just give me a minute. Yeah, we'll put a bit of Worcester sauce. So what I'm doing here is I'm reducing, removing the onions and garlic and all the stuff which had cooked with the roast beef to get the broth, basically, the broth that's left in here. And I'm going to use that to make a nice sauce with it. This is the stock, basically. It's the stock that has come from all the onions and beef and everything that's melted together. Now, I'm going to reduce this, all of this here now, with some red wine. I've already put some Worcester sauce. Now, don't get confused. I've got a tasting spoon and I've got a mixing spoon. It's nice. A little bit of Worcester sauce. You know, I never used this stuff before because it was really a bit too, I think a bit too British for me in flavor. It was something a bit difficult to work with. It was old-fashioned, a bit old-fashioned in its flavor and color and all. But as a matter of fact, it seems to be coming down well again with cooking again these days. Somehow, I suppose the application is different. We're using it differently from what we used to before. I'm going to put a little bit of red wine. For those of you who don't mind a bit of wine in your food, I'm putting in a little bit of red wine. And I'm just allowing it now to simmer and to simmer gently into a nice sauce. Oli, what we can do if you wish again, we can also throw in a little bit of flour, you know? A little bit of flour just to make it thicker, or we can leave the flour out. What shall we do? A little bit of corn flour. Can you get me some corn flour from the kitchen quickly, please, huh? Give me some corn flour. Well, there we've got a beautiful roast beef. Look at that, isn't that lovely? All ready to be enjoyed by you and your guests or you and your family. Wow, look at that. Nice roast beef on a bed of mashed potato. It could be on a bed of boiled potatoes. Preferably not French fries for supper. French fries okay for lunch. And a nice gravy, which had I added in the end some mustard powder and some wonderful lemon juice on it as well. So enjoy your lunch and have a Merry Christmas. Well, we've got Judith here. Judith is going to taste for us our wonderful Christmas roast beef today. And she's going to tell us what she thinks about it. Judith, here's a piece of roast beef. Okay. I presume you like beef?
Yes.
Okay, taste it. Give me your opinion. Tell me what you think about it. There's also some other stuff here. Do you like garlic, Judith?
Roasted garlic I see on the top.
Yeah.
Chili peppers.
That's right.
Yeah, some pimento.
Do you like garlic?
Yes.
You don't mind garlic, yeah?
Garlic.
Okay, and we'll put a little bit of onion on that as well.
Okay.
So you get a little bit of everything on this piece of meat. Here we are, Judith, please.
Excellent.
Very good. Excellent, she says.
Flavor, something is in there different.
The flavor, she says, something is in there different.
Something that was not in here. What is it? Is it the garlic, the roasted garlic?
Possibly so.
Cilantro?
There was some fresh thyme, as you can see,
okay.
that
That's
was
what
used
I'm
in the
tasting.
preparation. Yeah?
That's what I'm tasting, the thyme.
So would you consider this a good dish, Judith?
Very good.
Very
Excellent
good.
dish.
She thinks excellent. Do you feel like, you know, a combination of flavors taking place in the mouth, like bursting at different intervals?
I find that you could taste the garlic, you could taste the thyme, you could also taste the chili. Very little bit of chili was in there.
Yes.
So it gave it a nice blend. Very nice blend.
So Judith was able to taste, or at least she was able to identify the different flavors that were appearing in her taste buds. And that's the name of the game. That's the whole point. You've got to create a series of experiences in the taste buds. And she has had at least 4. So I think we've got another satisfied customer, haven't we?
Very satisfied.
There we are. Thank you, Judith.
Okay,
Enjoy
great.
your lunch.
Thank you.
Bye. What we need is 4 eggs. Here are the 4 eggs here, which Alfonsi is going to beat until it gets completely frothy. And then she's going to put 3 tablespoons of flour inside there. And then another 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Okay? Yeah, plain flour. Now, with the egg, as she's beating it, she's going to put what? 2 tablespoons of sugar. All right? Okay, let's go, Alfonsi. It's clear. 4 eggs with 2 tablespoons of sugar in the 4 eggs when they're beaten to frothy texture. 3 tablespoons of flour will later go in there. And another 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. There we are. We have the 4 eggs, and we have the 2 tablespoons of sugar. And we're beating the whole thing now till we get a beautiful product. Well, there we are. We've beaten the egg so long. Let me show them, Alfonso. Look how frothy it's become. Look. This is what happens when you have persistence. Beautiful frothy. Now we're going to mix in 2 tablespoons of flour and 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Well, 3 tablespoons of flour and 3 tablespoons. So we had 4 eggs, 2 sugar beaten together. Now we have 3 tablespoons of flour, plain flour, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder mixed together and then folded. It's going to be folded into this. There you are. Look how it's done. This is interesting. Come and look. Look at this, how this is done. You don't beat it, you just fold it in. Huh? See? There you see, just fold it in until it's covered. No beating anymore. Because then what you do is you break the consistency. You want that powder to remain as it is, the flour, the cocoa powder. Then we put that over here in a baking pan with a baking sheet, which is a grease-proof paper or baking sheet. Then we put this into the oven. When this is cooked, we're going to remove it, and this is what we're going to use to roll out into a log. So we roll it out thin. We sort of just move it about so it's evenly distributed. Okay, now it's evenly distributed. Bring it back to the center. That's it, all ready to go into the oven. All right, now we have from here, we've got the nice piece of genoise. It's called genoise, which means it's sort of a genoise. I don't know what you can call a genoise. A genoise in French is a genoise, and in English it's called a cake. Okay. Alfonso, you want it over there on the plate? There we are. Okay. You can see the butter is still on the dish. That's why it didn't stick. All right, there we are. We're going to put a little bit of, this is a mixture of water and sugar. Okay, so we put a little bit of water and sugar just to give it moisture, and moisture and moisture. Okay, there we are. Now we have a mixture of our filling here. This is the same filling we made in another episode by taking chocolate and butter and melting it in a bain-marie type of thing. Basically, you take a pan, you put your chocolate, how many grams of chocolate? Sorry? 20? I'm sorry, you put, sufficient chocolate in a bain-marie, in a bowl, in a dish, cooking thing. You put some butter in there, and you put it in a bain-marie, which allows it to melt without burning it. You never melt chocolate on direct heat. It's a recipe for disaster, okay? All right? Okay, and I will show you exactly how to prepare that stuffing later. Okay, there we are. We roll it. Roll it, roll it. Hey. There we are. Wow, doesn't that look beautiful? Yeah? Allez, on peut prendre ça, s'il te plaît. Okay, then we put the chocolate on top. Alfonsi, you must explain to them exactly how to make that, the measurements. 20 doesn't make any, doesn't sound correct, okay? I think what you do, huh? Yeah, so, well, what you can do is, remember we made a chocolate mousse in one of the last episodes. Well, just use the same chocolate mousse recipe for this particular thing, okay? It's looking good. And there you've got your wonderful Christmas log ready to be consumed at your Christmas feast. Enjoy it. Eat it with a little bit of chocolate or preferably vanilla ice cream. Goes down very well. Bon appetit. All right, so we've got Braden in the house today. Braden is going to do a bit of cake tasting for us. I hope he likes his chocolate cake because we need a real honest opinion here. And I think Braden looks like the kind of honest guy, doesn't he? Yeah, I think, yeah. We all think he looks honest. Especially when it comes to cakes. Especially when it comes to cakes. Okay, Braden, here we have a chocolate log, a Christmas chocolate cake log. I'd like you to taste this and tell me what you think about it.
That is exquisite cake. Some of the best chocolate cake I have had.
He says that's an exquisite chocolate cake, one of the best he's ever had. I mean, how does it feel in the mouth? Do you feel, what sort of sensation do you get when you take a bite of this?
It's a very rich, dark chocolate, just melts in your mouth. As soon as it hits the palate, just, oh.
He says it's a rich, dark chocolate cake that melts in your mouth the soonest it hits your palate. Wow, that sounds exciting. I think that's how I like to eat my chocolate cake as well. Do you get a sensation, like a bursting sensation of flavors and textures coming into your mouth?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's experiencing that bursting sensation in the mouth as well. Would you say you're satisfied with this cake?
Oh, I say I'm more than satisfied with this cake.
He's more than satisfied. Another more than satisfied customer. Thank you for Braden.
Hey, thank
Hooray.
you.
Everybody liked. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Driss's Kitchen. We look forward to seeing you again next week. And until the next time, is everyone ready to say goodbye? Are your hands ready, Alfonsi? Morning, morning. Are you awake? Yeah, I think she's awake today. All right. So till the next time, goodbye to everyone and au revoir. Bye.